BadSecretMedia.com. I hate Bad Secret Media.
Gamers, welcome to the Secret Levels Podcast. Get your sleeping bags ready because we're having a slumber party, and I just got Smash Bros. 64. Let's go!
I'm player one, Toby.
I am player two, Goose.
Got a shitload of extra players with us today. Please, everyone, introduce yourselves.
I'm player three, Berg. I got the crappy third party off-brand controller that looks weird.
That's because we hate you.
I know.
Soy jugador 4, Chris. I'm player 4 for everyone. Son un poquito para que sepan. Vamos a empezar con los hamburgers, vamos a empezar con lechuga, tomate, pepinillo, ketchup, mayonesa, papita, todo lo que quieran con los hamburgers. Estamos aquí excelentemente, adecuadamente y preparados.
That's Chris.
That'll be
He's the
Chris.
Burger King.
The Burger King.
I'm player 5, Adam, and I'm the only black kid at the sleepover.
You put street cred at our sleepover, man.
Made this shit hood.
Thanks for bringing the 40s.
I'm player 6, Riku, and I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Just stumbled into a party. Hey guys, I thought I was.
Where's the anime convention?
Why am I dressed as a furry?
So, guys, this is a major celebration party. That's why we invited you to our sleepover. We are celebrating our 50th episode, and we couldn't think of a better way to do it than with some of our friends that we've made who also love video games. So,
They're pretty much all from our Discord group. Like all of our friends we play Smash together with every Friday.
Every Friday.
That's
Every
right.
Friday on the diet.
We play some Super Smash, God dang it, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You know, me and Adam are tag team champions right now, but nothing to brag about right now.
And I'm the world champion as well, but just put that out there.
Not because you don't want to defend your title, that's why.
Brock Lesnar doesn't have time to defend his title.
He's not champ anymore, so that reference is dated.
Yeah, well, sure.
So
you can forfeit your belt.
But Kofi's got the title right now, so it's almost even more poignant.
It is.
So yeah. So since we play Smash together online, we decided that, you know, the best way to celebrate the 50th episode, have some of our friends come on. We're going to talk about Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64, the OG of all the Smash Bros. Games. So are you guys ready to start talking about this game?
Let's get right into the deets.
So, Super Smash Bros. It was released on April 26, 1999 in North America. It was developed by HAL Laboratory. It was published by Nintendo. And it was released on the Nintendo 64. And get this, I found something really, really cool. There was something called the IQ player. And this was a system that was basically it was a loophole system so they could sell Nintendo 64 games in China, because China had a ban on console games. But it's like one of those plug and play kind of handheld game systems.
Oh.
So basically, you just plug the colored cords into your TV, and you could play Nintendo 64 games. And one of the games that was released on it, Super Smash Brothers. So you can play that. But there's only like 17 games, or 14. There's 14 games released for this IQ system in China. So you can play it on Nintendo 64 or the IQ system. And it is 1 to 4.
Now you're playing with brain power.
Is that the controller that Berg brought?
It is actually an IQ. It is an IQ.
So this is a 1 to 4 player game, and it is a fighting game. Now, guys, there's a story. Do you want me to tell you the story?
It is time for a break during our slumber party where we need to get some Surge and some Cheetos. So please tell us the story while we snack.
It's time for story time with Toby.
So the story of this game is unclear, to be honest. There's no real story. It looks like a magical hand pulls toys out of a toy box and then they come alive for real life battles. What would you say the story is just watching the intro? Anyone?
You hit the nail on the head. It's definitely the hand, the master hand. He's the kid. It's like when you have action figures and you have them fight each other and stick your two hands so they can kind of smash against each other. But in your childlike mind, it's them like pulling out swords and shooting fireballs and stuff. It's just that.
That's where they got the name from. Smash.
Oh my god!
It's
You just broke the internet, Berg.
It's a really cool concept for a game alone. Like, it's just toys that are just fighting, and this is a kid that's playing with these toys or something, So, anyways, yeah.
Not just toys, nostalgic fucking characters.
Super nostalgic characters. All Nintendo properties, we might add.
It's true.
So, this game a normal playthrough should take less than 2 hours to do the story mode, depending on how.
It should take you around like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it should be a pretty quick playthrough, depending on how good you are. Speedrun.com has a record set by Pikashi, I don't know if I'm saying that right, of beating the story mode on the North American version in 25 minutes and 26 seconds. I don't know who he played with, but yeah, that's his record. I didn't watch his speedrun.
Was that to unlock all the characters, or was that to just to beat Master Hand?
I think that's just to beat the story mode once through. I should have watched the speed run, but I don't know. I think it'd be more impressive to see like how fast it takes you to unlock all 4 of the unlockable characters that we'll talk about here in a minute. Anyways, that's all I have on the details. Let's get into the gameplay so we can discuss this damn game. Okay, so I feel like everyone's played a Smash game, so it's almost ridiculous to even try to explain the gameplay.
It's a simple fighter with 1 button special moves, and 1 button is your punches, and your C buttons are jump.
Yes.
And your R is block. That's pretty much it. Z also throws. And that's it. Your special moves are dictated by up and down and just hitting it. No forward smashes.
No, we haven't gotten that advanced yet.
No, that fucked me up trying to play this. I'm like, that's the same button as my neutral. Pikachu, Thunderbolt. That's all he did.
There's no rush attack.
No, this is bare bones. I mean, we're talking, 1999, so they haven't gotten all fancy with the gameplay yet. No ultimate smashes, nothing like that. But
it's a great foundation to build off of.
It really was. Now, we've only got 8 characters to start with. Do you want me to tell you who they are?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
So you get to start out the game with Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, or you can call him Zelda if you don't know better.
Wrong.
Zelda if you're nasty.
Samus, or you can call her Metroid. Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, and Pikachu. And then you've got 4 unlockable characters that you can unlock doing very specific things in the game. You get Luigi, Falcon, Ness, and Jigglypuff. And I
I could never unlock 3 of those characters as a child.
Jigglypuff is probably one of them, eh?
No, I only ever got Jigglypuff. I had to play the other characters at my friend's house. And he never told me how to unlock them.
See, this is where you fucked up. You should have brought your game over there and switched it. So
No
that he
one's
does
the
it again.
So I actually had the manual when I was a kid, and that's the only way I knew how to unlock the other characters. And I will tell you right now, if little 11-year-old Toby is talking about the rage meter on this game, it's going to be a 10, because some of those levels are damn near impossible when you're stupid and 11.
Fucking fighting Polygon team.
No, Metal Mario. The first time when you fight Metal Mario on stage 8, it's horrible.
Yeah, so so there is a story mode that you can play. There is there how many stages are there total? Is there
There's around 10 stages, if
10.
I'm not mistaken.
So there's 10 levels where you're actually, or 8 levels that you're actually fighting people, and then there's 2 bonus type levels. One is a target practice kind of level where you have to break all the targets, and the other one is a platformer, sort of.
There's actually 3, because then there's the time attack where you have to go run through the whole level.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Race to the end.
But you don't actually get to fight on Final Destination.
Yeah, you just run to your final destination.
Right. Okay, so what I'm really interested in is everyone's first experience with this game.
Your first time, boys.
Let's talk about your first time. Eric, you want to go first?
I will.
Who's
So-
Eric? Berg, would you like to go first?
Broke kayfabe.
Either way, I would love to. So I have to tell you, because I was mentioning, I looked up on a 1998 and 1999 calendar on my phone. So December 18th, 1998, it was the start of Christmas break, and I was at my friend Adam's house, and he had, at the time, I didn't have internet, but he did. He was like the one of our friends who had internet. And I was like, I want to go to Nintendo's website. And so I went there and I see this thing and it says Super Smash Brothers. And I'm like, what the heck is that? And it's like, the description is like, this game will once and for all determine who would win in a fight, Mario or Link. And I was like, what the hell? And I went in and I see like Pikachu and Fox and Samus and Link fighting. I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. And like, I immediately like freaked out. I'm like, I don't know what this is, but this is like the most amazing thing ever. And I must have it. So then the actual game came out on the 26th, as you said, Toby, and then that was a Monday, and then Friday, the 30th, I was getting a haircut, and I left, and my mom was like, let's go home. I'm like, can we go by Kmart first? 'Cause I totally want to get Smash, and so I bought it, and I went home, and I proceeded to just play the hell out of it all weekend. And
Do you remember how much it was?
It was probably about
$350.
And the Loch Ness Monsters they're trying to buy.
It was about that time I realized a bird was a child of Christmas.
And so, and I remember like having friends come over that weekend, and I was like, "You guys got," and we sat there and we played Smash until we couldn't play anymore, and then we just kept playing.
And you blew their freaking minds.
I did, and that was the thing. Like now, like I feel like everyone has Smash now, the different iterations, but I was like the only one of my friends who had it on the N64, so that was always my contribution.
Rich kid.
When we get together. Hey, that was my hard-earned allowance. And
I was just fucking with you, man.
Chris, what do you? What was
I need
your?
to go back to my yacht now.
What was some of your memories of playing some Smash? The first time, your first.
So the first time I played Smash Brothers was around, I'd say 2 months after its release, around June. I moved back from North Carolina, and I was back in Puerto Rico with my family, and it was very interesting because since I was in the States, I used to have a lot of games. So I remember going to Walmart, and back in the days there were box cartridges and everything else, and I remember my mom telling me, hey, pick a game. And I remember seeing all the trailers for Super Smash Bros. And I was so excited just for the game. I was like, Mom, we have 2 controllers. I can play with my little brother. And, I just signaled Smash Brothers. And once I got it, it was for me. It was an instant hit. Trying to see if I could get Jigglypuff and everything because I knew Jigglypuff was already on the trailer, so there was a way to get it. And I started playing, and once I figured out the game wasn't so easy, I mean, I got mad. I got real mad.
Yeah, it's the first time you play it, it's not so easy to figure out. Like it's a different fighting game compared to like a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. It's kind of unique in how it plays.
Yeah, it has a lot of different elements where it combines a multiplayer fighting. You're not just doing combos. You're trying to do a special on your character. You're trying to fight and hit, taking out percentages on each character until that character is unable to fight and you can just throw him off the ring. And that was a real deal breaker for me because I used to be able to play with Mortal Kombat or even other kind of games. And I am so sorry for my daughter.
No, she's fine. She's trying to tell us about what she thinks.
Speaking of kicking people out of the ring.
And it was a real different comeback from playing Street Fighter arcade versions or Mortal Kombat where you can just input combos and you can just keep fighting and fighting and fighting.
Right.
To a video game where you need to develop skill in the game so you can just keep on fighting.
Right.
So it was a different take on fighting games. So for me, it's one of my biggest memories I have.
Adam, what was your first experience with this game?
It's actually pretty funny now that I think about it. First time I played Smash, and probably the first year, because I didn't get it right when it came. Well, I don't know when I played it. I didn't buy it for a while. But for the first year that I played Smash Brothers, it was we went to like a big, not really a mega church, but like maybe half a mega church, and the kids had like their own
mega church.
Just like you've never seen like on the TV, like 18-story tall church.
No,
it's a very American thing.
It's actually like a transformer. The church transforms into mega church, and it's
like Mega City.
Christ Former Prime.
There you go.
Yes, no, we had a very big church.
Never heard that before.
Oh yeah, no, they're a thing in America. Love to spend money. So yeah, it was a pretty decent sized church. So the kids had like their own section of the church, and they had a bunch of N64 set up, and they had Smash. So for the first year that game was out, I just played Smash at church every Saturday.
Hey, that's not a bad way to play it. I mean,
I smash you in the name of the Lord. Well, if you're a priest, that's a whole other statement.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
It was the only way to get me interested and keep me in there because I did not care about what they were talking about. But I'll play some Smash Brothers for an hour.
Guarantee you the attendance was up during the release of Smash, and everyone was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go to church. I'm going to play Smash."
Dude, it's funny like being these little church kids in Smash. You're like, oh Jesus! And you're just like destroying them and knocking them off the level and stuff. It's so good.
Gee golly.
They put like match. Jesus in the game just so you guys can learn about him a bit.
Just modded Link to have long hair and white robe.
Throwing crosses instead of boomerangs.
Yeah.
Riku, what about you? What's your first memory?
I remember getting Smash for Christmas one year as a very small child. And we were in Tennessee visiting my grandparents. And so I proceeded to freak out and play Smash almost for that entire time we were there. And I only ever unlocked Jigglypuff for my entire playing of that game. And like I said, I'd only be able to play the other cool characters because all I wanted to play was Captain Falcon. Was on my friend's console.
Oh, that's kind of a sad story. I don't know if I like your tale of your memories. You're like, yeah, the only way I could play the cool characters was at a friend's house. Kick a rock.
You could have went to Adam's church and played the cool characters there.
I'd have burst into flames. It's okay.
Goobs, what are some of your early first time memories?
Well, I was, I guess, a lot older than all of you.
You old bastard.
So, like, I just like wander in the Blockbuster under the influence of the devil's lettuce.
Cilantro?
Yeah, cilantro indeed.
Perfect.
I fucking hate cilantro. It's the
Yeah, me
fucking
too.
worst herb ever, man.
It is terrible.
That's why it's
Shut your
devil.
fucking mouth. It's literally the greatest topping of all time.
oregano.
It is disgusting, and it tastes like soap and stink bugs.
Welcome. Yes, it does. Welcome to Herb Talk.
Secret
It's
herb
an hour and a
man.
half of that. Oh yeah.
The first time I ever played this game, I actually rented it from Blockbuster. And yeah, I just came home, played it with my brother, we fucking smashed each other all night long, and
Phrasing.
that's the story. Sticking to it. But yeah, no, it was a fun game to play with. Like, I bring over my cousins and play with them too, and smash them.
Phrasing.
You gotta phrase better, my friend. The phrasing is
What? No, that's what I call playing this game, smashing. I'll smash every single one of you.
wow.
Ooh, them's fighting words.
I don't know. That sounds.
Those are that's a call for war.
I'll smash one of you one right after another.
I'm just turned
Smashy
on.
seconds.
I don't know if it's fighting words or
Fucking words.
seducing words. Yeah.
Are we fucking or fighting? Either way, you're going down.
I just know you're getting damn smashed all night.
Well, real quick,
Damage, man.
let me tell you,
Toby, what's your memories of smashing people?
Well, I'm glad you set me up into this. So my first memory is seeing the damn commercial. It was so good. I remember seeing the first commercial and just seeing, okay, so they're in the costumes, the Mario costume, the Donkey Kong, is it Yoshi and Pikachu?
Yoshi and Pikachu are the other ones, yeah.
And they're walking and that's the Happy Together song, and it's so lovely, and you're like, oh, what the fuck is this? And they're all skipping and stuff, and all of a sudden one of them trips the other one, and they just start beating the crap out of each other, and I was like, I was sold right there. As soon as these costumed, terrible mascot-looking costumes started beating each other up, I was like, I don't know what this is, but I'm all in, because all my favorite characters are beating the crap out of each other.
It's like Booker T and Stone Cold Steve Austin inside of a shopping center beating the shit out of each other.
It's funny that you bring up wrestling, because I was a huge wrestling fan as a kid. So me and my brothers, I think I still have this piece of paper. We made up fake belts and we would write them down on this paper, and we would battle in Smash Brothers of who had the championship. But if you won the World Heavyweight Championship with Pikachu, that's who you had to play as. Every time you were the world champion, you played with that character, or you could have the Intercontinental Championship with a different character. It was kind of stupid looking back on it, but that's what me and my two brothers
dig
did.
it.
Yeah, no, we had a wrestling federation basically on Smash, so.
But what you're truly saying is, you have to defend your title as Meta Knight, and Adam has to defend his title as Ganondorf.
That's right.
That's truly what you're saying.
That's right, because we are the tag team champions of the Smash world.
Literally anybody can get the hands. It doesn't matter. Whenever I feel like it, but you'll get the hands.
Adam's just got that Warlock punch on lock.
I'm just waiting for you guys to smash me together, so
Well, I want to go around and
I'll
ask.
take you both on at the same time.
What an each hand?
He's going
No,
skiing,
I'm talking about
guys.
using the controller and fighting online. Why does everything have to be weird?
Because you're goobs. So,
I guess my name is a slang for semen.
so I want to know what everyone's favorite character is, real quick, and maybe why. Adam, you want to go first? For this first game, for the first Smash Brothers, on 64. Who was your go-to, your main, as the kids say today?
I was an 8 and a 9-year-old in the 90s, so I used Pikachu a lot. Just I'm like, oh, it's a Pokemon, let me use that. And then I think I eventually grew to like Link and Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong because he's so beefy, but I probably used Pikachu 70% of the time that I played that original game.
Right.
Because he's so good.
Yeah.
He's quick.
He is quick. Eric Berg, who do you got as your main back in 99?
My Smash 64 main was Kirby. I started off with Pikachu, and I liked Pikachu at first, but then I I like Kirby not because of his stupid amount of double jumps and quintuple jumps, but I just liked him as a character. My favorite thing to do was to do the his down B and turn into a rock over people and just immediately pop out of it and then just start using his E Honda 1,000-arm punch. That was my sick Kirby combo that I came up with. So, and the thing is, though,
combo.
It was the iceberg combo. Every Smash game since then, I have hated using Kirby, but in 64, he was my man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll jump in real quick and say Kirby was my go-to. Mario was my second. But yeah, I like the rock slam, and sadly, he's not as good as he was in the first game.
He's
anymore.
been downhill ever since.
Yep. Riku, who was your main on the 64?
My main on 64 was always Link, but with love for Captain Falcon.
No, okay. I was never good as Link, or Captain Falcon. I couldn't play those characters and still can't play those characters to this day.
I was gonna say that. You still can't play those characters.
One of my best friends, Paige, when he was actually over when I unlocked Captain Falcon, and as soon as I unlocked him, he goes, I call Captain Falcon. He had no idea who he was. And ever since then, anytime over the years, in the past 20 years that we played any version of Smash, he is Falcon, or obviously because he was a semi-clone Ganondorf, but he's been a Captain Falcon guy ever since then.
That's
Show me some moves.
You start on Falcon, you just stay Falcon.
Chris, who was your main for the Nintendo 64?
So my main on N64 was, well, I started with Pikachu actually. Back when that Pikachu high was on its peak, I used Pikachu and then I got Jigglypuff, but then midway I changed and I used basically Link. So I was a mix of Pikachu and Link. For me, both were basically the most characters I would use, because I only could unlock Jigglypuff.
I feel like that's an ongoing theme right now. Is everyone's like, I don't know, I could unlock Jigglypuff, but everyone else, I didn't know how the fuck to do it.
Jigglypuff was the easiest.
Yeah, I think Jigglypuff, all you had to do was beat the game once.
Beat the game once.
Classic, yep. Any character.
And then some of the other ones, it was like you have to get all the targets in the target mode and do all the mini games, and it was stupid stuff to unlock those. The other ones. Goobs, who was your main on the 64?
Mario, man. Mario with a side of Pikachu.
Man, you've had that love for Mario, because now your main is...
I love him when he's a doctor. I love him when he's all sorts of different things.
Yeah, you've...
But Pikachu's my side bitch.
Now, did you ever...
On this version.
Did you ever play as Luigi just because he had pretty much the same moveset? Or did it have to be Mario because he's
I like
Mario?
the pudgier men. I go with the more girthy men, so I have to stick with Mario.
That's why you like me. That's why we do this show.
That's why we like each other, Toby. Let's be honest here.
Let's talk about this off microphone.
We probably weigh as much as all four of these people combined.
Well, okay, so what do you think of everyone? Throw in your input of the overall look of the game. Is it something that you feel was a good look for the time? I mean, do the graphics still hold up for today's standards, I should say?
The weird thing was, so every other Smash that's come out has really pushed that particular Nintendo console to the limits, I've always thought, but this came out over 2 years into the N64's lifespan, and it was so low polygon, super, super low polygon. But I think it kind of was partly because they had to try and keep the action fast. So I definitely think it was it was never a looker.
I agree.
I forgot to add one thing.
What's that?
Fat Pikachu.
It is the fat Pikachu. It's not.
I got very happy when I replayed it. I'm like, Fat Pikachu.
Yeah,
and Angry Eyes Kirby on the box art.
It's true.
Oh my god, the box art. We never talk about the box art usually, but this box art pops big time. When you see, I wish they had just had a shirt of that box
Just
art.
like we all did when we first played this game.
We all popped for it. No, like really though, it's got all your favorite characters on it, and they're freaking fighting. Like, what more could you ask for?
Great box art.
It is. I would.
It was a real good one.
Very, very stylized.
I would totally buy a T-shirt that had just.
So go to our
that on
Patreon and fund Toby's back piece of the Super Smash Brothers.
Hey, hold on.
tattoo.
I said a T-shirt, not a back piece. What are you talking
No,
about?
I'm raising the stakes here, man.
Smash 64 tramp stamp.
That's on the low here. On the high tier, it's like
No, he'd rather have he'd rather have Cuphead's wallop right before, like, above his butthole.
Hey, I do love the Cuphead. But yeah, no, I mean, so how do you feel about like the all the characters combined? Because this is like really the first time we saw some major crossover with Nintendo characters. Because besides like Mario and Donkey Kong, blah blah blah, but like we never saw Yoshi with a Pikachu or Fox. Actually, we never really saw Falcon or Fox outside of their ships. Or,
Right.
You know, this is the first time we're actually seeing full character models of these two. Like,
outside of the main title screen for Star Fox 64, you're right.
yeah, like,
And Captain Falcon was like in the instruction manual. Like that was like the first time he ever appeared in a game, I think, if not the other. If it wasn't the N64 F-Zero, like.
And if you watch the anime,
wait, there's an anime?
There's an F-Zero anime.
Yep.
Oh, fun facts with Riku.
Yeah.
I think it came out later than I was thinking about it, but it just needs to say, if you watch the anime.
Well, like, I mean, who would have known that Falcon had Falcon Punch? You know? I mean, some of these characters, they weren't really established. I mean, besides like Mario, Donkey Kong, you really didn't know what they could do. So it was really interesting seeing them in this game for the first time because, like I said, Fox and Samus. Well, Samus, you kind of know, but Falcon, Fox and Falcon, you had no clue how they would fight, or really Ness, because even in the Earthbound series, you don't see.
All we know is Fuzzy Pickles.
Yeah, you only fight in first person.
Yeah, you don't know how they like move or anything, or how they really look. And so it was.
You float around and shoot lightning bolts out of his anus.
Now, how many? Hold on, we talked about this in our Earthbound episode. How many of you didn't know Ness before this game?
I had no idea who Ness was.
Yeah.
I knew who he was.
Have I?
Just because one of my friends who legit was the rich kid, he did have like every Super NES game, and he had Earthbound, and I was like, "What the hell is this game?" And then a couple of years later, I was like, "Oh, it's that guy from that one game." So
that's kind of how I was. Like, I played the game and I was like, okay, this Ness character, he's weird. And then a couple of years later, I was like, oh, there's this Earthbound game and it's pretty good. Let's check it out. And that's where I finally connected it. It took like 5 years before I was like, oh, I see.
Did you know about Ness?
Before the game, no, but no, I said Pikachu was my favorite character earlier. No, it's Ness. Ness was the best.
The black and yellow shirt, too.
Yeah, I would say Bumblebee Ness was the
Bumblebee
guy.
Ness.
Bumblebee Ness.
But I had no idea who he was. Some kid with a baseball bat and a yo-yo. That's all I know.
Well, you know, that's a good point to bring up. Like, each character has a few different colors, and like, you know, now in the games they have a bunch of different like costumes and a lot of colors that you can pick from. But when you hit the C buttons, you could pick up to like 4 different costumes. And all I remember is Pikachu having the little birthday hat.
Yep.
And it would just change the color of the birthday hat, but Pikachu would be the same color. And if you had 4 people being Pikachu, you'd get lost because you'd be like, wait, am I the red hat Pikachu? Am I the green hat Pikachu?
That still happens nowadays.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn Smash picking characters with the same colors.
Yeah.
I actually thought about that earlier. This is getting off topic, but I thought about that earlier, how there's like 70 some characters, each with 8 different color schemes. Is it 8 or 10? And in Smash, and then half the time we each get 3 of the 4 of us will get the same character and the same color scheme. And it's like there's 700 and some models to choose from, and we all get 3 of the same.
The odds. Oh, the
because
odds.
we're friends and they know we want to be like each other.
Oh, we're assimilating.
We're the 6 best friends that anyone could ever have.
Forever and ever.
So
We're just all drift compatible.
You jump inside my Jaeger.
So a lot of the
I think
stages.
that's a reference.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a Pacific Rim reference.
I didn't get it.
Pacific Rim Job.
I didn't get
You've
it. That's
never
why.
seen-
That's why I was trying to
you've
move
never-
on.
You've never seen Pacific Rim?
I don't want to.
But it's got giant robots.
Robots.
You don't need to watch Pacific Rim. Just watch Neon Genesis Evangelion.
It's got
Yeah, that is the
Sons
best.
of Anarchy in it.
I don't know that one either. I don't know what's happening.
My God.
Okay.
So, anyways,
The Crash Course.
I was gonna say each of the levels for each of the characters is basically modeled after their world. So, you get the Yoshi level. It's gonna look like Yoshi's Story on the Nintendo 64. So each level is themed for that character, and I always thought that was really cool. What's your favorite level? And if you don't say Pikachu's level, you're wrong.
I've always liked. I actually still. What's the name of the city? I can't even think of. That is a good level. I was going to go.
Sylph City? No, it's Sylph Co.
Yeah. Celadon, Saffron City, whatever.
I think Saffron.
That is good. I was getting ready to say the Star Fox one because it's basically Great Fox, and it was kind of like a really big stage, good for players. But I do think Saffron City is a fun level, and with the Pokemon who would come out and kind of surprise you and attack you, that was always a good time.
Saffron, I hate that spice too.
We always play, like, me and my brothers always picked Star Fox's ship just because it was so wide and you just you didn't fall off on stupid mistakes. Like, you actually got to fight, it felt like. Either that or Zelda's level, or Link's level.
Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
Hyrule Castle was
Hyrule
awesome.
Castle,
The
yeah.
best.
But-
Hyrule Castle's the best.
That was my favorite, stage, actually.
My brothers used to hate it because they were younger than me, so they would hate it because it's got the tornado. It's got some of the hazards on that level, like the tornado. So they'd always be pissed. So we'd be like, okay, fine, we're just gonna play Star Fox because the only hazard that happens is a ship flies by and just blasts your ass off the damn ship.
Oh, I just unlocked like memories of hatred for the for Samus's stage, Planet Zebus.
Oh my
with
god!
With the acid pit.
I always thought it was lava.
Regardless,
I
hate
I
it.
guess it's acid. Yeah, and it sucks.
It's the worst.
You'd be doing so good, and then all of a sudden the lava or whatever it is that burns you would rise up and just burn your ass, and you'd be like, "Damn it, I was winning until that happened to me." It was
You
the
have
worst.
A good up smash. You were.
That's why you played Kirby on that one, because he's got his little sword
float
attack.
up.
Yeah. You never lost on that level with Kirby. And then you could float. When it got too high, you could just float above it. That's why I always picked Kirby. Kirby was,
the best.
Yeah.
He was.
But yeah, Goobs, what was your favorite level?
Oh, the Pokemon level, Saffron.
Oh, okay. I think I remember you saying that.
It was great.
Yeah, you got all the Pokemon that came out of the door. You got like Ivysaur and
Like when I used to play this game, I just used to put Pokeballs on, no other items. So we just like whipping through, like see all the Pokemon, because it was great to see like all of them like kind of 3D, like shooting fire around, like Charizard.
And that's
Electro popping up, like blowing me up. It was great.
99 is like Pokemon Mania. So yeah, you're
It
right.
was Poke Fever, bud.
Poke Fever.
Even though I was 16, I was fucking balls deep into Pokemon.
Wasn't that when the first movie was released too?
2000.
Yes, it was. I still have my
Pokemon 2000.
I got my Mew card.
Movie.
Oh, the Pokemon the movie?
Yes.
Yes,
The movie.
yes. With the ancient Mew. Didn't they have the card?
No, that was with 2000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pokemon.
That's Pokemon.
No, the Ancient Mew card came out with the first movie.
I swear to you, Pokemon 2000 is the one that came from. I'm thinking of Mewtwo Attack.
Oh, I don't know. My
No, the first one had Mewtwo in it.
Yeah. No, the first one had Mew, not Mewtwo.
No, Mewtwo was in the first one, and Mew was in the first one too. It's just the Ancient Mew card shows up in Pokemon the movie 2000.
Someone is
Pokemon, the
listening
first
to this
movie,
pod-
Mewtwo Strikes Back, 1998 Japanese film.
yeah.
There we go. I was
That
going
was
to say,
a year-
someone in the future.
I'm
is
talking about the
listening to this
Pokemon
screaming at
card
their
that you
phone
got
going, Why?
when you saw the movie.
You're all wrong.
You're all
They
wrong.
were released
All
in
6
North
of you.
America in 1999. So yeah, 99 was the first Pokemon
Yeah.
movie in America.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but no, I mean, I think you're right, Goobs. I used to do that. We used to do that, me and my brothers, because that's who I mostly played this with, is turn on, you never turned on the hammer. The hammer was cheating, and the bat, because the bat's got the one-hit power-up, and my brothers were
You just want
always
to smash with
fools.
their balls.
I hated the hammer. That hammer and that music for the hammer was.
I feel like he wakes up in the middle of the night and he's like, "Oh, that fucking hammer!" Like he just screams with nightmare.
I can't get my hands off of it. No, I'm finishing.
Little did we know that the hammer was just what we'd be doing all our teenage years.
It's the Haba.
Hubba, hubba.
Do you have any other like favorite weapons? Anyone? Like, what was some of your favorite items that you could pick up?
Love the beam sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
The beam sword was one of the best ones I'd used, besides the Pokeball.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many open-ended jokes here.
I mean, the Pokeball was probably the best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
2 Pokeballs and his beam sword.
I never liked the fan. I always felt the fan felt weak.
I was never a fan of the fire flower. Like, I don't know why. I don't
That
like
can
it.
fuck you up, though.
It can. It's a really good weapon. I just never liked it because you have to be so close range. And I never liked it. I did like the Star Wand for some reason. I always loved the Star Wand because you can make it throw the star projectile thing from it.
Yeah,
And,
that was cool.
Yeah.
And it's not a very strong weapon, but I always liked it, especially when you're playing as Kirby. For some reason, I don't know.
It felt right.
It fits with Kirby's aesthetic. I think Kirby actually has the Star Wand in one of the games.
Yeah, see, I don't know, but it's one of my favorites. Adam, what's one of your favorite weapons?
Yeah, let's see. Of course, Pokeball. You guys said all the good ones. You know what's really fun to do is have the blaster and have Fox, so you just have 2 blasters.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
There was some pretty good weapons in the original game. It's looking back at this original game, it's crazy to think of like, where this game has come just from this one game, because they've added so many weapons and so many. How many characters are there now?
Over 70.
Over 70, and there originally was what? 8?
12.
Yeah, 12 if you count the
hidden characters.
Yeah, 12 total characters, and now we're up to 70. And I should have looked up how many weapons there was in the original compared to now, because that's really interesting to me.
Oh, the mine. The mine was also one of my favorites.
The motion.
The motion detecting mine, where you put it down, where you throw it, it clicks into the ground, and whoever steps on it blows.
And it would always piss off everyone. I didn't even step on that. That's bullshit. I didn't step on that. Where did that come from? Who threw that? Did you throw that? I didn't throw it. Like, you'd always get arguments with that particular weapon.
Yep.
But hey guys, I want to take y'all's attention away for a second and show you the copy of my Smash game. It's in pretty pristine condition.
Yoink!
No, just rub it for good luck if you're going to steal it from me. Just keep rubbing it. Rub it real good.
Whoa! What the hell?
Is this the Goops Genie?
This is the Goops Genie.
Why is
hell
there so
no.
many people here? I got stage fright.
Oh,
What
hell
the
no,
hell
that's
is
a
going
demon.
on?
Goops Genie, I'm sorry, I haven't my sacrifices to you. I apologize.
Are you listening to Creed, my sacrifice?
Of course.
Goops
Oh
Genie,
god, it is that era.
what the hell are you doing here? Do you have a cheat for us by chance?
I don't know. But yes, I do, because, happy 50th show there, Toby. Oh, all your friends here. I'm a little bit scared.
You know what?
And,
What happened to Goobs? He was here a second ago talking about this Super Smash Brothers game, but he just kind of isn't here now.
Maybe he had to go to the bathroom. Maybe he had the shits.
Maybe.
Too much Surge and Cheeto.
Too much surge, indeed. So,
We did have Taco Bell Pizza Hut combos earlier, so
Oh, that's right. That's right.
so in the luck of Goobs' butthole, or this help save Goobs' butthole, I have a little bit of a Goobs Genie hack for life.
Yeah.
Because I like to live my life with my burning butthole free.
Oh, okay.
So what you should do is take a roll of toilet paper, stick it in the freezer, and then when you go to the toilet after a burning butthole, wipe with the cooling sensation of the cold TP.
That doesn't really sound like a cheat that we can apply to this game, Goobs Genie.
But you can apply it to your butthole and we'll feel great afterwards. Ooh.
Get back in the case.
Yeah, get back in the game. Like,
Whoa, stop touching me everywhere. I don't like this. No, I didn't consent.
oh,
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Goobs.
Hey,
Hey,
good.
were you just sitting?
Who put the toilet paper in the freezer, man? That was a fucking great idea.
Don't worry about it. Hey, let's say hi to Zinger.
Here comes a challenger.
We started talking about like buttholes and stuff, and then Zinger came out.
That sounds about right.
So I guess you're player 7, Zinger, and thank you for jumping in with us.
Seventh heaven.
Hey, real quick, let's ask, what's your Super Smash Brothers Nintendo 64 main character that you used to use?
My main that I used?
On the 64 version, not on a current version.
I swear to God, if you don't say Pikachu...
Dang it, Goobs. I was setting up for it. I was setting up for it, but I was about to go, well, of course I'd choose you, Pikachu.
So, for anyone that's never played with us, Zanger is annoying.
Which is everyone.
Zanger is annoying when we play Smash because he chooses Pikachu and...
No, he'll start playing Pokemon Yellow on Game
that's
Boy
right. He's playing...
No. I don't play. I get knocked out, and then we'll sit there and play Pokemon and just yell out what I'm doing. And I'll be like, Pikachu, use Thunder Shock.
Yeah.
And that has become a meme.
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
Hey, since you just now joined us, Zanger, would you like to hear some fun facts about Super Smash Brothers?
I'd love to hear some facts about the...
Fuck you, don't take my line. It's time for fun facts with Toby.
Okay.
You know what? I didn't even look up how much this game is.
Oh no!
Let me look it up real quick.
I actually almost looked that up earlier, and then I was like, no, Toby will fill us in.
We're going to play everyone's favorite game show, How Much Does It Cost? I think I changed the title of the name of the game. Oh well, anyways, okay, so we're talking, how much is this game loose? I want everyone to go through, give me your best guess, and if you looked it up, you better not guess. Adam, I want you to go first.
We going loose first?
Loose?
Yeah, loosey-goosey.
Just the cartridge, nothing else, no box, no manual, nothing, just loose. What do you think it is?
Say $15.
15?
Actually, maybe 10. Do 10. 15 sounds
Okay,
low.
10. Berg, what do you got?
I was going to go 20.
20, okay.
I'm going 20.
Riku, what do you think?
I was going to go 5.
5? Really?
Holy shit, guys.
Okay. Chris?
I'm going around $18.
18, okay. Zanger, what do you got?
Are we doing the Price is Right rules to where if I'm like...
Without going over.
Yeah, without...
Your pets.
Whoever gets it without going over, we're going Price is Right rules with this many people.
So if I do $4.99...
That's fine.
Just a big middle finger. No, I'm not doing it. I'm just saying, is that a big middle finger?
That's a huge middle finger, and I will gun for you the next time we play Smash.
I'm gonna go 13.
13, okay. Goobs? What?
Should be taking 1301, but no, I recently just bought this game. I know what I paid for it.
All right, what'd you pay for it? Because maybe that's
I
the
paid
right price.
$50.
You paid 50. Okay.
That's how much it is up here in Canada.
Okay, so we're talking American, real money.
So 35.
35. Oh, Goobs, you were so close.
Oh wow.
You were so close. Did I get everyone? Did I get everyone's? Chris?
Yeah, you did the circuit.
Chris, did I get
You
yours?
didn't get Zinger.
Yeah, you got mine.
Okay. So, this game right now loose goes for $32.
Oh my gosh.
Really? What? It seems like everyone had this game.
Yeah, but
I got a deal on it. Other booths had it for 90.
okay, guys, we're gonna go around the table one more time. We're going complete in box, not sealed, but you can open it up, let it breathe, play the game. But you have the box, you have the manual. How much do you think it is?
I'm going for
box?
$75.
75. Okay, Goobs is starting it out. Adam,
I'm going for 130.
Adam, you got 130?
No,
No,
that's.
that's me, Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris, you got 130. Adam,
I'm gonna go 7501.
Fuck you, man. We were just drinking a 40 together.
Berg,
Like-
what do you got?
I'm going a smooth 100.
100.
A smooth hundy.
Okay, Riku, what do you got?
I'll go 50.
$50. Zanger, complete in box.
Price of the price of the amount Toby loves me. That's priceless.
30.
That's priceless, people. No, I will go 86.
What?
I heard 80 dicks.
Yeah,
86?
You heard right.
Okay,
86.
so right now on pricecharting.com, complete in box, it is $89.
Wow.
I was closest without going over.
Yeah, I think Zinger cheated though.
No, I didn't. Because
I wouldn't throw it past him.
No, because I picked 86 because that was the year I was born. So I was like, well, better go with that.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go.
Gotta go fast.
Okay. So let me tell you guys about some more fun facts that we have. So this game, the original name for this game was Dragon King: The Fighter Game. And it actually had original characters in early development, no Nintendo characters. They later developed the game without permission. Let me add this. They did not get permission, but they reworked the game to have, I believe it was Mario, Donkey Kong. I can't remember the other two, but they only had 4 characters that they made the game with and then presented it. And the head Nintendo people were like, yeah, we like it. So, it was Mario, Donkey Kong, Samus, and Fox. And Nintendo was like, yeah, sure, let's make this game instead of your shitty Dragon King game.
I actually want to play Dragon King: The Fighters.
Dragon King, the fighting game.
So you know how in Smash Ultimate they number all the characters based on when they join. I saw this thing a while ago, and it said, "Who do you think character 00 would be?" And I was like, "I think it would be the Dragon King." And that's the entire Smash series has been a backdoor series for Sakurai to actually make his Dragon King fighting game.
I can't
20 years.
I can't believe that they never added a Dragon King, just kind of as a tribute to what this game was gonna be.
Hold your tongue, it may come.
I was gonna say we still have 4, as of this recording, at least 4 DLC characters on the way.
God, now that I know this, that's kind of who I want. I want to see a Dragon King. But did you know that Dragon King is still kind of in the game? Captain Falcon's moves were exactly Dragon King's moves. So in the original game, Captain Falcon is Dragon King. So
Dragon Punch?
I guess.
Dragon Punch.
Dragon King.
So technically, when you're playing as Falcon, you're playing as the Dragon King. So there's that.
I now have a new respect for Captain Falcon.
Yeah,
You want to know a weird synchronicity?
What's that?
I'm actually playing Smash right now as Captain Falcon.
Oh my gosh!
And you know
You
who
should
I'm
be
playing
paying
against?
attention to being on
Yossi?
podcasts instead of playing video games.
Oh,
I figured that's what I was supposed to do was play the game.
No, you stare at a wall and talk into a microphone.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me go find a wall. But you know who I'm playing against?
Pikachu.
Pikachu,
Gotta go fast.
Oh, Sonic.
Sonic.
You fucker.
So it was noted by Nintendo that their 500th virtual console game for North America was Super Smash Brothers. So
Ooh.
yeah, it was a milestone virtual console game. Their 500th game, just in North America. I don't know. I don't
got there at a tenth of the time that they did.
Yeah. Super Smash Brothers Melee has 3 unlockable stages from the original game. So if you play Melee, you can play 3 of the original stages. Rumors say that James Bond was actually considered for being a playable character in the original game. And
James Pond?
James Bond, because of 007,
Oh, I thought you
GoldenEye.
said James Pond.
But get this. This makes a lot of sense. The motion
Oh,
sensor...
no, wait. Oh, darn, I was going to say, I know the answer to this.
The motion sensor bomb. It clearly has come from GoldenEye. So
Well, and the trophy, because the trophies in Melee, they have which game they come from, and when you get the trophy for that, it says top secret.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah, it does. It says
Yeah.
top secret. And in the Japanese version of Melee, it's not the James Bond motion sensor bomb. It is the Perfect Dark motion sensor bomb.
Oh, that's funny.
That's amazing.
That's
And it still says top secret.
How crazy is that we almost had James Bond? James Bond was almost in a Smash game.
James Bond would have been. And then there was the whole, around that same time, there was this whole, Nintendo was trying to buy the rights to the Harry Potter video games.
Oh,
they
what a
wanted to be
world we
sole
could have lived
makers.
in.
And so I was like, if Nintendo had the video game rights to Harry Potter, there's an alternate universe where Smash contains James Bond and Harry Potter.
That's the most
Man,
ridiculous.
you put
shit.
glasses in the middle of battle?
And Dragon King.
Perfect.
That's so crazy. So this game was actually slated to be on the Super Nintendo originally, and it was going to use the Super FX chip, just like Star Fox, but they held off due to the limitations of the Super Nintendo. And
Thank God for that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this
They
game
barely made it work on the 64.
That's the truth. So there's kind of like a little group of the internet that believes that this game was an inspiration from the 1995 arcade game by Namco called The Outfoxies. And I shared a clip with you guys earlier. What do y'all think of that?
I think it's a really bare bones comparison. They're both platforms, but isn't the Outfoxies more like a ranged, like shooting?
Right. Yeah. You deal mostly like you still pick up weapons, but it's mostly guns, and
Yeah.
it's not. There's no like melee weapons that I could tell just watching video footage of it. I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like it. If you were to substitute the characters for, Mario and Kirby or something, you'd be like, okay, I kind of see where people get this idea from.
Yeah, you got to squint your eyes a little bit.
I think it's more of a ripoff of Scorched Earth, the old tank game.
Oh, I don't know
You
that
just pick
one.
weapons and shoot.
It
was a computer.
Ah, gotcha.
The Mega Rays.
Anyone else have any input
Sure.
on this the Outfoxies?
I can kind of, I could see where people would maybe draw a comparison, but it's also one of those things where it's like saying, oh, well, Mortal Kombat was directly inspired. Well, I guess maybe it's not. Maybe my comparison's not the best. I was going to say, it's like saying every fighting game, it's like saying, oh, Mortal Kombat's just Street Fighter. It's like, sure, they're similar, but it obviously has its own identity and mechanics and stuff like that.
Right.
But even with this, it's not even Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are still both big fighting game franchises, and they've done their own things that, nobody knows what. I never heard of Outfoxies until you sent that link, and then Smash is known the world over. whatever. So
Right. So, this game is full of heroes. There's not any villain characters that are playable in this game, but they actually were going to consider putting in Bowser, King Dedede, Mewtwo, and Meowth. And they just didn't make the cut for some reason.
Who was that last one?
Meowth.
Meowth.
Yeah.
You were close.
I would have loved
Meowth.
Meowth.
Would make a great
Meowth.
Meowth. I don't know.
Meowth, strike you down.
Hey, I may have had a drink or two. I may have had a drink or two to celebrate the 50th episode, guys.
As we
by
should.
me.
What are you mixing into the surge there? That's a nice rum and surge.
That's right.
Vodka and Surge.
It's actually vodka, rum, and surge.
And semen. Semen in a surge.
Just a little. Just
Oh,
a splash of semen.
And all served in some frozen toilet paper.
Oh.
I would get back in the fucking cartridge.
Never. I'm now into your soul. Taking over Riku.
Oh no!
Get out of here,
Not
Goose
like
Genie.
this.
Not like this.
So I thought this was pretty interesting. The characters on the character select screen actually they show up in the order of their first appearance. So when you're on the character select, and this doesn't include the secret characters, this is just the original 8. So it's the order goes Mario and Donkey Kong, 1981. Then it's Link, 1986. Samus, 1986. Yoshi, 1990. Kirby, 1992. Fox, 1993, and Pikachu 1996. So they're laid out in that exact same order. And I think even the secret characters are laid out.
The secret characters are too, yep.
Yep.
But they're blacked out unless you have them unlocked.
Yeah. So
Peasant.
Which I totally did because I'm a bit of a badass.
and then we got Mario and Luigi's heads are slightly smaller in the American version for whatever reason.
That's odd.
Yeah, which I didn't double
We
check.
just can't take big heads.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, you're a child.
The final smashes were actually going to be a part of the original game, but the original hardware just couldn't handle it.
God, could you imagine how much that game would turn into a slideshow if you tried to do a final smash?
I didn't see the system exploding.
It'd be like when you're back in the 50s and watching like a stripper on those, we put like a penny in and watch the machine spin around.
I just imagine your Nintendo 64 starts smoking as soon as you start trying to do one of the ultimate smashes. It just
No, it ejects that expansion slot thing. Just fires it out as it explodes.
It's like a firework. It just
You can only do final smashes if you have the expansion pack.
Yeah.
I
would have sold some.
So I guess in development they actually were calling this game Pepsi Man back when it was the Dragon King, because all the characters were like polygons and just looked really bad, like the Pepsi Man.
Like Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man.
Yeah. If you've never looked up Pepsi Man, it was a Japanese release only game for I think PS1. But yeah, they called it Pepsi Man for a long time in development. Marth was actually supposed to be in this game to be another sword wielding character, so it wasn't just Link. So we could add Marth earlier.
Boo! Fire Emblem. Too many of you.
Wait, there's Fire Emblem characters in this game?
It's actually a Fire Emblem game with guest Nintendo characters.
Okay. That makes more sense now. I get it.
Hey guys, wait a second here. We got a special shout out coming in live from house on our 50th episode.
Okay.
To say something, Jenny Bean.
What's up, bitches?
Oh my gosh, is there really a girl at the sleepover? Are we allowed to do this?
No.
There's a girl at the sleepover. She said, "What's up, bitches? Going outside to smoke the devil's lettuce." She's just in passing.
Cilantro?
Keep your hands off of her, because I will break them all.
I mean, my hand's already pretty broken from using this N64 controller.
That is true.
I felt pretty comfortable with hanging those cylindrical things in my hand while playing on the system.
It was better when I was a child and had tiny child hands. Now with my big, elegant man
fucked up,
hand.
man.
Yeah.
Big, elegant man hands.
Now that you know better and that there's better remotes, you're like, yeah, that Nintendo 64 remote. Let's not talk about that too much.
It's like the tip of a trident.
Okay, so another fun fact. The reason there's only 4 unlockable.
You were close.
Unlockable characters is because they reuse the animations. So, like, obviously, God dang it, why can't I talk? Jigglypuff and Kirby, they use the same animations when they fly. And, like, Falcon uses almost exactly the same animations as Samus. So, and then obviously Luigi and Mario are using the same animations. Ness, I don't think they reused. But... but you know,
one original hidden character.
That's really, I mean, really, when it comes down to it, that's the one that is 100% original that I can tell, anyways. Because, like, I mean, they had to do new animations for Jigglypuff's, singing sleep move thing, and then Falcon Punch. But yeah,
Jigglypuff, you sing.
Shut up, Zinger. And then my last fun fact is that Super Smash Bros. Was the first 3D appearance of Samus, Kirby, and Ness. And that's all I got. That's all I got for fun facts.
Wasn't that the only time Samus actually was on the 64?
It was. There was no Metroid game, and I don't think there were any other cameos.
After that, boys, you know what? There's one thing to do. It's time to fucking rage.
Oh, come on!
So this is our patented rage meter, where we give a rage of how mad this game makes us from 1 to 10. Everyone, let's go around the table and see what everyone gives us on the rage meter. Zinger, you go first since you're a recent addition. What kind of rage meter do you give Super Smash Brothers, the original?
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Give it about 120.
We're not talking new Smash.
Man.
We're talking old Smash, dummy.
Oh no,
we're not talking Sonic
Smash.
here. Like,
no, the reason is because when I was playing at home against my brother, he'd pause it. Like constantly.
It's an automatic round loss.
Like, it was annoying because he'd sit there and he'd be like, "Ha, I paused it. You can't do anything now."
so hit you with the controller.
Yeah.
I can understand the rage in the head. So
Yeah.
you're going off of our meter with the rage.
Yes, because he cheat moved me by pausing the game mid like me trying to like do something or having something go, and then just sit there with it.
And then spin the
And then
camera
move
around.
No, and he'd spin the camera around too. Just be like, "Look at it." I'm like,
you were about to hit me, but look, you can't.
"Look, I stopped it."
Chris, what kind of rage meter do you give the original Smash Bros?
Oh man, I'd go over 10.
Man,
it was
What the fuck's going on?
it's a great game, but it was a game that when I was a kid, I'm 8 years old. I can't try to win against Master Hand.
I get that. I do get that.
Trust me, you get in a bind when you just keep falling. You can't hit the targets in the target zone. Trust me, it's way above a 10 for me.
I feel like you're gonna have nightmares tonight over this game. Riku, what do you got on this rage meter?
I feel like tiny child Riku would give this game a 10, but adult Riku would give this game about an 8.
An 8? Why an 8?
This game is still difficult, man. I'm so used to Ultimate that like I can't forward smash, and most of my knowledge is for future games. So I'll pick Link, and it's like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Forward smash doesn't work. Down smash. Oh, that's a bomb. Okay, throw it. Don't have to detonate it. Okay, that's great. Oh, crap. And then I'm dead.
So basically, because you're used to newer games, this game gets the rage.
Yes, this game will. Fighting Polygon Team is still hard, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree with that.
What the fuck?
The polygons are just. I think it's just the little.
They're
kids.
so cheap.
Yes, and they're
hacking.
I had no problem with them.
They're hacking.
I'm
They're
with
hacking.
you, man. I do not have any problems with them.
Oh, must be nice living that life of.
Me and Berg are gonna be on the same level. I'm going next. I'm going fucking 4.5 on the rage meter.
Okay. Nothing got under
Breaking
your
it
skin?
down low.
Yeah.
No, it was great. You're gonna try to make me go up higher. I know you.
Come on, Goobs.
Master Hand just wasn't a little cheap.
No, he wasn't. As long as you use don't use special moves, just use your normal like punch moves. You can break them down 10% at a time. It's easy. You just smash the shit out of them.
Okay. I'm not gonna try to raise the score. I mean,
I know everyone will be trying to, but it's not going to happen because I'm sticking with my 4.5.
I mean, even that tornado in the Link level.
I never got to that because I beat my opponent before that.
Okay, just making sure.
Just ran through this shit, man. Breaking all the targets, landing on all the platforms, beating the record on time.
Oh,
I'm all about Smash.
I feel like Goops is alpha mailing us.
Yeah, I feel like he's bragging this whole thing. He's just like, look how big my dick is.
I think he's got someone up his sleeve. Oh.
Berg, Goops genius his stand.
Berg, what do you got on the rage meter?
Honestly, I was going to go with a 5 because, I mean, I
down 0.5.
Yeah, see, I was gonna say it was a good even. Like, I kind of agree with what Goop said in terms of like single player, and then kind of like I was saying earlier, I was the only one of my friends who had this, so I got more practice in. So it was always like I was the best one, but then they would all gang up on me, like do a team battle, and it was like 3 versus 1. So, that would give me some troubles and stuff like that. But I mean, ultimately, it wasn't like I didn't have the rage that I do with later ones, where there's like techniques and there's more online people who are like legitimately good and stuff like that. So I put it a 5.
Yeah, Adam, what do you got for the rage meter?
2.5. Like, what you guys are going through?
Nice. Welcome to the club, East Coasters.
All right.
See, the East Coasters are.
I mean, honestly, like, as a dual champion, I'm pretty good at these games.
Humble brag.
I mean, the only thing I would say is that, if you don't have a guide or a way to figure out how to unlock the characters, it can be tough. But for me, the characters already unlocked, and I just beat the shit out of those church kids, so I had nothing but fun time. It was good for me, man.
Reference I'm missing somewhere here, but okay.
Yeah, you weren't there for that.
You were late to the party.
Zanger's just like, you were beating church kids? What?
Yep.
How does that connect?
I did choke one of them out one time. So, but anyways, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a story for a different time, but I want to hear it one day.
Yeah, no, we'll have you on the derailers and we'll talk about that.
But yeah, 2.5.
I'm only going to give this a 3 as an adult, but as a kid, I would have given it an easy 10 because trying to unlock those extra characters was a super Smash bitch. But yeah, for now, like now that I know what I'm doing, I know how to play, it's a 3. Now, back in the day, I would play my brothers. We forgot to talk about how you could, on free play, set like 2 versus 1. You could have 3 versus 1
Different
or whatever
rules.
And that's what I used to play both my brothers because I was so good.
So you would smash both of your brothers?
I'd smash both of my brothers. That's
what we call it here, man. There's nothing weird about it. Just smashing people.
Just smashing.
That's true.
Just getting your smash on.
Is it bad that I didn't even realize when you guys kept on saying unlockable characters? I was like, what are they talking about? And then when you finally list them off, I'm like, oh, I had those unlocked forever.
You bought it used, I guess.
No, brand new.
Yeah, you had to work a little bit to get. I think it was Ness that was the hardest to get. I may be wrong on that.
I remember having them all unlocked though, like for a pretty good chunk of time.
Your parents bought it for you used. Guaranteed.
His parents played it before he opened it, and they put it back in the box.
Actually, ironically enough, I had to like wrestle the 64 away from my dad half the time because he was obsessed with Star Fox.
Oh, that's
64.
funny.
Like, no joke, played it all the freaking time.
Oh, that's funny.
So all you hear is barrel roll. Barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll, Fox. Well, how about we move on and we give a rating. We're going to give a 1 to 10 rating of what we think of this game overall by today's standards compared to, I guess, everything else. Like, we're going to rate it.
We're going to go common, like we're milking a milk which I'm staring at right now.
That is in our chat for some reason.
Wait, Professor Oak jerking off a milk tank.
Let's go with Riku first. On a 1 to 10, what do you give this game?
My rating of this game is a 9.
9.
This game is amazing. I love it. It's so deep in my heart that, yeah, it's a 9 for me.
All right.
Let's go to Adam.
Adam?
I'll say 7.75. Enjoyed it a lot, but looking back, it's probably my least favorite of the Smash Brothers games. But of course, you had to start somewhere because I just preferred some of the characters in Melee. But it's a great game. I loved it in N64. It's all I played. So yeah, 7.75 for me.
All right. Berg, you want to go next?
I'm actually right there with Adam. I'm going to give it like a 7.5 because it still is a great game, and obviously by today's standards, it's so far gone with many times the characters and third party characters and more obscure characters and DLC characters, but the foundation is still there from this game, and there's no like, oh, they clearly started over. Like the DNA of this game exists in all these other games, so it's important, and it's still a good one.
All right, Chris.
I'd go with 8. Yeah, it's the first game. It does have the foundation for everything else that Smash has created over the years. But I was a kid. Back then, it would have been a 10 for me. Now, looking at it right now, as of today, yeah, I would give it an 8. Smash has grown way from what it was back then. It's a great game today. So yeah, I'm going with 8.
Okay. Zinger, you bastard.
So we have. Yes, thank you. So we have to rate this as if we were rating it today, correct?
Right, like you're playing it as today.
An
adult,
okay,
20 years after, almost.
I use that term loosely.
Thank you. I guess I give it like a 2.
Ooh.
I mean, come on.
The fuck?
It's got like the smallest character roster out of any of these games. Its graphics are horrifyingly terrible for this day and age. I mean, who would think to put this game out?
I'm stopping you right here. Anyone willing to Zinger say yay?
I'm joking. Corey. No, I mean, you guys have all said it. It's the foundation for what Smash Brothers is. Like, it was one of those.
I think I heard Jenny yellow from the other room. Yay!
No, I mean it is. You are correct. It is the foundation for all the games that follow it, and it's just all the stuff's. I mean, yes, Final Smash isn't there, but it's something to where there hasn't been much change in the central gameplay.
Right.
And it's like for it to be that old of a game technically, and that much hasn't changed. I mean, fighting games you can only do so much with, but at the same time, it's just the game that everyone remembers going to their friend's house and playing. If you were a certain age, like, it's the game. Like, so-and-so had this. We need to go hang out with them. Like, you were friends with people because they had this game.
Or you went to church because they have this game, like our buddy Adam.
I still don't get the reference.
Well, if you'd gotten in on time, you son of a bitch. Goobs!
I had to record something.
Shut up. Goobs, what do you What do you rate this game, buddy?
I'm gonna go with an 8, solid 8, all day.
Solid.
The music, we never mentioned the music. The music is great. They have all your favorite songs from all your favorite games.
Yeah, true that.
So you get to listen to all that shit. You get to watch these polygon bitches fight each other, and that's fucking amazing. And yeah, the level design is great. Graphics are great. I'm sticking with my solid 8. We'll go on to you, Toby. What do you rate this?
Man, I think I'm right there with you at an 8. I feel like it's an 8 because obviously they had plenty of room to grow the series, but this game by itself, you get enough of a taste of all your favorite characters. You get levels, you get the music, you get some of their moves that you didn't know with like Captain Falcon.
You get some secret levels?
You get some secret levels. There's just it's
Oh, they used the name of the show.
Roll credits.
No, I really.
Oh, fuck off, Zinger. Don't ruin the shit.
Goobs Genie, get back in the cart. I'm
going to go up Zinger's ass.
Bring that cold toilet paper.
I brought my cold toilet paper.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, I think there's a lot of... for anyone that's a Nintendo fan, you're gonna have a character on there that you're like, oh, I recognize, I like. And I feel like it's a good experience for anyone. I do feel like the graphics are a little outdated, but I mean, it's 1999. We're talking a long time ago at this point. I think it holds up. The gameplay still holds up. The music's great, like you said, Goobs. We didn't really touch on it too much. Everything's great about it. You get the feel for the characters that you like, and there's something for everyone, I feel like. And it's just a goofy fighting game where...
I think Prince wrote a song about this. Tonight we're going to party like it's 1999.
There you go.
Go to your room.
And it was called Little Red Corvette.
Finish him.
Okay, guys, so this is the part of the show where we're going to wrap up our 50th review. This is our 50th game to review. Don't do the math. It'll confuse you, but this is our 50th game to actually review. So I want to go around the table, let everyone plug whatever projects they've got going on. Let's start at the top.
Plug all the holes.
Plug all your holes. Adam, tell us about your holes.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you about my holes. Yeah, just follow me on Twitter at Adam Gumby. The East Coast Games, my D&D podcast coming out. So just go to Adam Gumby. Find links to all those other podcasts that I do.
Hell yeah. Berg, you gonna hit us with some plugs?
Sure. I like how you switched Adam and I from 3 to 4 and vice versa. I was like, wait a second.
I
It's all right. It happened like halfway through.
Moving on up.
It's all good. So actually, first I want to say congrats on 50. That's super awesome. Congrats, and here's to many 50 more.
Thank you. Thank you.
For you
Thank
too.
you.
And so anyway, I have an on again, off again thing. It's a project I keep going. I'm going to keep doing this. It's right now. It's primarily on Instagram, but it's called Backlogberg. And it's basically me trying to go through my backlog and sharing photos and pictures of that, and then just other random video game stuff. And it's been a couple months, but like I'll all of a sudden get an inspiration and I'll update it like at least once a day, and then all of a sudden it's just nothing. So I think March sometime was the last time. But yes, Backlogberg. Maybe you guys have inspired me to maybe start putting some stuff on there again. So
hell yeah. All right. Riku, what do you got to plug, my friend?
You can follow me on Twitter at WorgenRiku, WorgenRiku. I post whatever the hell I want, and if you can't handle weird, not safe for work shit, don't follow me. I don't have a podcast. Bubsy, weird bimbo Bubsy that I found the other week. I'm not really on a podcast. I might be on a upcoming podcast project. I don't know. But
Sami Zayn?
Yeah.
Question mark?
But that's about it. You can follow me there.
That was an old weird reference joke, Goobs. Chris, what do you got to plug?
So you guys can follow me at Twitter at Jomuel0330. It'll be YOMUEL 0330.
And now Espanol.
No more Spanish. Nada más.
Damn it!
Puede ser un poco más. I'm trying to be the mediator for.
Can you please say subscribe to Secret Levels in Spanish?
Oh yeah, sure. Por favor, suscríbanse a Secret Levels Podcast. Tremendo videojuegos retro.
I just hope
Fuck yeah.
one person that speaks only Spanish listen to this entire episode to be like, oh, okay.
At least there's somebody
trying-
that speaks Spanish.
I'm not trying to flex my Spanish expertise, but I'm pretty sure the translation for Secret Levels is caca.
Oh, I see what you did there, you bastard.
Yeah. Got him.
You might.
I'm dying.
You son of a bitch. You know what, Zanger? We invite you to come and join us in a celebration, and you just turn it into a shit show.
Hey, I'm living up to the name.
Yeah.
You set me up for that one.
I did. Zanger, do you want to plug your whatever that little thing is that you do?
Yes, you can find me every week talking about Star Wars over on the Knights of Vader podcast.
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt.
And also having my Pikachu use Thunderbolt. So yes, and I also do this little podcast called Zing This.
Yeah. Whatever. Goobs, what about you, buddy? What kind of projects you got?
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. You guys don't know what about here. Go check out the Derailed Wrestling on YouTube. Check out the Derailers, my other podcast with my wonderful wife Genevieve, my best friend Ripkin, and then I'll keep it just at that because this is running super long.
Yeah. I do the Secret Transmission podcast. You can check that out. You can follow me on Twitter at Toby Von Doom. But let's plug the show real quick. Secret Levels Pod on Twitter and Instagram. We have a Facebook page. We have a Facebook group called Secret Levels Group. We have this wonderful Discord group, which all of these guys are in. We chit chat all the time about.
Yeah, they're all from. So if you want to be a part of this clusterfuck, you can more than likely join us.
Yeah.
And we'll have you like a friend of ours because we've made a whole bunch of friends off of this shit, and we love every single one of these dudes that have been on the show tonight.
Yep.
Besides Zinger.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
There will be a link.
For it.
There will be a link to the Discord in the show notes, so come join. We talk a lot about burgers and video games, so
and dicks apparently.
Apparently, a lot of weird memes get passed around in this group. But guys, we just recently celebrated our 1 year. This is our 50th game review episode. We appreciate you guys coming on. We appreciate everyone that's listened for 50 episodes or even one episode. If this is your first episode, this is a weird one.
Please come back.
Yeah, please try some of the other ones. But no,
we'll have burgers next time.
We appreciate everyone. It really means a lot that you guys came on and partied with us at this slumber party of a episode.
Why is there toothpaste on my eyes? I guess I fell asleep early.
That's not toothpaste, Goobs.
Are you sure it's toothpaste?
Yeah, no, we'd like to thank every single one of you people that are on the show here tonight. Love all of you, like I just said. And every single listener, we appreciate every single listener that we get because we're all about the fans. And that's why we just keep on going. Keep on chugging along this retro train ride. So I'm taking a little bit of derailers and putting it into this show. So that's what I do.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap up. I don't know how to wrap these kind of shows up, Goobs.
I know how to.
How?
Gotta go fast.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I think I'm gonna call my mom and have her pick me up.
Fuzzy pickles.
Oh man. All right. That's it, everyone. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Farewell. Avitas and good night.
Good night.
Bon voyage.
Good night.
You don't know it, but I edited in the gameplay noise right there.
But now I know.
It's so weird. I'm not hearing the noise.
Neither do I.
It's the nitty gritty, the guts.
This is behind the curtain. Okay, so
You want to see what me and Toby do behind the curtains?